Taking some time now to settle the body, sitting in a comfortable position, making sure that you're feeling balanced on both sides of the body. The spine is straight, head and neck are aligned with the spine. Shoulders are back and down but relaxed, opening up the chest and the heart space, and the eyes and the mouth are lightly closed. And hands are on your knees in a mudra of your choice. Take a long, deep inhalation now. And when you exhale, separate yourself from the events of the day, releasing all the events that have happened. And then take another long, deep yogic breath in. This time, when you exhale, release all of the conversations you've had, any interaction in whatever form it's taken. Just let them all go. And one more time, another long, deep inhalation. This time, when you exhale, release any thoughts of anything you need to do outside of this class and just allow yourself to be right here, right now. There's nothing else that you need to do right at this moment. And returning to the natural breath. And observing how the natural breath on the inhalation fills the abdomen with air and then the chest with air. And on the exhalation, the chest subsides and the abdomen subsides. And now bring your awareness to the eyebrow center. And at this space, visualize a steady candle flame. And visualize the light from that flame cascading throughout the body, reaching every cell. And with this visualization in mind, we'll now chant Om 3 times and Om Shanti and the Shanti mantra to pay respect to our traditions and to each other. Breathing in now for Om chanting. Om. 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 Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinadvatitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. And we'll begin with some shoulder rotations for our class. So bringing the arms out in front of the body, I guess sitting in a comfortable position. You may want to stay in this position you are. You may put the legs out in front or even sit in Vajrasan, whatever suits you. But making sure the spine is straight. Bring the arms out in front of the body with the palms facing up, and then place the right hand on the right shoulder and left on the left shoulder, bringing the elbows together in front of the body. Inhale, bringing the elbows up, back and down, exhaling on the downward movement, and then bringing the elbows together in front of the body again. This is 1 round. Complete 5 rounds in each direction and really slowing it down. and trying to coordinate the breath with the movement, placing the awareness in the shoulders and observing the release of any tension from this practice. After you've completed the practice, bring the hands back to the knees and just observe the movement of energy in the shoulder region from this practice. Now, sorry, I'll just get off my bolster. So now we'll do Tatali Asana. So bringing the soles of the feet in front of the body and then bringing the knees out to the side, bringing the feet together and bringing the hands around the feet, allowing the knees to fall towards the floor. Inhale, bringing the knees up to the arms. Exhale, allowing the knees to open towards the floor. Complete up to 10 rounds of this practice, placing the awareness on the hip joints and inhaling as you move up, exhaling as you move down. Again, really trying to synchronize the breath with the movement, trying to get that body, breath, mind connection. When you've completed the practice, bring the knees together and bring the legs out in front of the body, placing the hands behind and just sitting in Paralympic Steady, the base position, and just observing. We'll now move on to a side bend. So you can have the legs either crossed for this or out in front of the body. First, placing the right hand beside the buttocks and with the left arm out with palm facing up. Inhale and stretch over the body, and you can bend the elbow to allow for a bigger stretch and just feel that stretch up the left side. Exhale, bring the left hand now down near the left buttock and do the same with the right. So palm facing up, exhaling, bring the hand over the head, feeling that stretch on the right side. Complete another 4 rounds of this practice. And holding each for your own duration. And taking your own time, when you do complete your final round, come back into the base position. Again, just observing. We'll now do some ankle rotations, just moving from the ankle joints, moving the ankles in the feet in the same direction. So we'll go clockwise first, and then inhaling as you bring the feet down and around, exhaling as they reach the top and back down to the floor. Complete 7 rounds in each direction, placing the awareness in the ankle joints. After your final round, again in your own time, come back to stillness. Our next practice will be knee rotation. So we'll begin with the right foot. So bring the right foot in front of the buttocks, place the hands underneath the knee, and then lift the leg up. And you'll just be rotating the bottom half of the leg in a clockwise direction first. Inhaling on the upward movement and exhaling on the downward movement. We'll do 5 rounds of this practice in each direction, placing the awareness in the knee joint. And also checking in that you're sitting up straight throughout this practice as well. It's easy to let the spine go with this one. Now, when you do finish on the right leg, be sure to place the foot on the floor and gently bring the leg down straight, and take a few moments to observe the difference between right and left, and then complete the same practice on the left side. 5 rounds in each direction. When you've completed the practice, again, come back to base position, closing the eyes, just observing the effects of the practices so far. We'll now do a spinal twist. So for this one, again, check your spine is straight. Bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Now you can either keep the left leg straight or you can bring the left foot around towards the right buttock. Then with the left arm, put the knee in the crook of the elbow. With the right arm, bring it right down around behind the body with the fingers pointing away and use it very gently as a bit of a lever to twist the spine around and look over that right shoulder. Release, and then we'll do the same on the left side. So left foot on the outside of the right knee, the left knee in the crook of the right elbow, left arm behind the buttock, fingers pointing away, twisting the spine gently and looking over the left shoulder. And we'll complete another 2 rounds of this practice and just holding it for what feels right for you. When you've completed the practice, come back to base position. Again, just observing. Taking your own time. We'll now come onto the hands and knees for Majarayasan. Placing the hands below the shoulders, the knees below the hips, heads in a neutral position. Inhale, bring the head up and point the abdomen towards the floor and stretch through the arms. Exhale, point the spine up towards the ceiling. Bring the head between the arms, stretching through the arms. This is 1 round. Complete another 4 rounds, really slowing it down and again coordinating the breath with the movement, observing what's happening for you in the body, in the spine, in the abdomen, in the arms, and also in the mind. When you've completed the practice, come onto the front of the body into Makrasan, the crocodile pose. So for this one, you're bringing the hands, cradling the face. Now it's very strong on the back. So if this hurts your back, bring the arms away, put some space so they're not so together. If you can bring them close together without hurting the back, that's fine. But make it, it's supposed to be a restful pose so it's comfortable. And you can either bring the big toes together or the heels together because that helps to support the back as well. And just relax in the position, allowing the body to sink into the floor and just observing all the effects that have happened from all the asanas so far. And now, while still lying on the front of the body, bring the hands about just a little bit in front of the shoulders, flat on the floor, palms down. Bring the forehead to the floor. We're going to do cobra pose. So inhale and using not pushing on your arms so much, but trying to use the abdomen more than anything. Just raise the top half of the body, but the arms support you. And look, heads up, looking up. So it's not full up, it's just a mini back bend. And then exhale, bringing the forehead to the floor. We'll do 2 more rounds of this and hold the final round a bit longer than the others. So second round, inhaling, raising the top half of the spine up, allowing the hands to support the back. Exhale, forehead to the floor. And then final round. And remember to breathe into the posture. And when you're ready, release back into the floor. And then come into child's posture, Shashankasan. Release the body into the floor. And then when it's right for you, gently come up into a sitting position for pranayama. Again, feeling steady and comfortable. Spine straight, head and neck are aligned, allowing the natural breath to come back. And our pranayama practice will be Ujjayi Pranayama. So Ujjayi is where you constrict the neck a little bit. So it's almost like when you're sound asleep, and some people say it sounds like a baby snoring or even the sound of the ocean. And you can either constrict the neck a little bit, or you can put the tongue at the roof of the mouth, curl it to the roof of the mouth. That also helps to get the same effect. And it's a full breath in, yogic breath in, and then out again through the nostrils. But as it comes down, it makes that noise. And when you're doing it, because we'll do it for a couple of minutes, I want you to think almost like a mantra without doing our usual so hum, because the theme of this class is around self belief. So on the inhalation and exhalation, so as you breathe in and then when you exhale, I want you to think with every breath, I become steadier and more confident. So we'll begin the practice now. And the next exhalation, return to the natural breath, releasing the tongue if you had it at the roof of the mouth, and just come back to your normal state. And now, very gently and mindfully, lie on the floor in Shavasana to prepare for Yoga Nidra. You may need some cushions or blankets because the body will cool down throughout the practice. You might need a cushion under your knees to support the back. Making sure that you're comfortable. Lying in Shavasana with the legs hip width apart, all tension is released from the legs and the feet. Arms are a little bit away from the body and the palms are facing the sky. There's balance between the left and the right sides of the body, and the head and neck are aligned with the spine. You may like to tuck in your chin just a little, just to check for that alignment. Eyes and mouth are lightly closed. And take a long, deep yogic breath in now. And when you exhale, release the body into the floor. And take another long, deep inhalation now, this time releasing any remaining tension in the body. Checking that you're not clenching the muscles behind the eyes or in the jaw. You've released all expressions on the face. Just let them all go. And return to the natural breath. And feel the body's contact against the floor. First, feel the contact of the heels and the back of the legs against the floor. Feel the contact of the buttocks and the back of the hands and the arms against the floor. And feel the back and each vertebrae and feel its contact with the floor. Feel the shoulders, the back of the neck, and the back of the head against the floor. And observe how all of these different points of contact create one singular point of contact between the body and the floor. And become aware now of sound, listening first for sounds that are far off in the distance. They're not trying to identify the sounds in any way, just moving the awareness from one sound to the next as you hear it. Move the sound awareness now to sounds a little closer to the sounds just outside the room where you are. Again, just moving the awareness from sound to sound. Move the sound awareness now to the sounds inside the room where you are. And now move the sound awareness even closer still to the sounds inside the body, listening first and feeling the sound and sensation of the heartbeat. And now move the sound awareness to the sound and the sensation of the natural breath. Release the sound awareness now and call to mind your Sankalpa. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. We'll now rotate the awareness around the body. Listen first to my instructions, and when I say the name of a body part, place your awareness there and visualize that part. We'll begin with the right side of the body and the right hand thumb. First finger, second, third, and little finger. Palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, the wrist, forearm, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, right waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now to the left side of the body and the left hand thumb. First finger, second, third, and little finger. Palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, left waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now to the back of the body with the heels, back of the legs, buttocks, small of the back, middle of the back, the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the neck, and the entire spinal column, the back of the head, and the crown of the head. Moving now to the face with the forehead, the temples, the eyebrows, and the eyebrow center, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth, the chin, the jaw, the throat, collarbones, and the pit of the throat, the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, and the center of the chest, the right side of the abdomen, the left side of the abdomen, and the navel, the right side of the pelvis, the left side of the pelvis, and the groin, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, and both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, and both arms together, the whole torso, the whole neck, the whole head, the whole front of the body, the whole back of the body, and the whole body. Have a sense now, all at once, the whole body. Release the body rotations, now bringing the awareness to the natural breath, observing how subtle the natural breath has now become. And observing the rise and fall of the navel in response to the natural breath. We'll now add a visualization to the natural breath. Don't change the breath in any way. Begin to visualize the breath as a soft golden light. As you inhale, this golden light enters through the nostrils and travels to the center of the body, gathering at the solar plexus, the area just above the navel and below the chest. This region is associated with inner strength and confidence and personal power. With each inhalation, the golden light in this space becomes brighter and steadier, like the flame of a candle protected by the wind. And as you exhale, the warm golden light radiates outward from the solar plexus, spreading throughout the body. It follows through the chest, the shoulders, and the arms, and it moves through the abdomen, the pelvis, and the legs. It rises through the throat, the face, and the crown of the head. Every cell of the body is touched by this steady, strengthening light. As you inhale, you draw in clarity, courage, and confidence. As you exhale, these qualities spread through every part of the body and the mind. If the mind wanders, remember to use the breath like an anchor to bring it back to the practice. Release the breath visualization now and instead feel the following opposite sensations in the body. The body is feeling heavier and heavier. It's as though the body is made of solid stone, strong and steady. You feel deeply grounded and rooted to the earth. The legs are heavy, the arms are heavy, the torso is heavy, The whole body is heavy and stable. This heaviness represents the strength and solidity that already exists within you. The body is feeling heavier and heavier. Release the feeling of heaviness now and experience the feeling of lightness. The body feels lighter and lighter, as though it's made of air or soft cloud, effortless, spacious, free. The whole body feels light and uplifted. Release the feeling of lightness now and exchange it for a feeling of warmth. The body is feeling warmer and warmer. A gentle warmth begins at the center of the body, Manipur chakra, the solar plexus, and the warmth spreads slowly through the abdomen and the chest. It moves throughout the body, making the entire body warmer and warmer. Release this feeling of warmth now and replace it with a feeling of coolness. The body is feeling cooler and cooler. A soft, refreshing coolness moves throughout the body. It calms and clarifies the mind. The coolness is soothing and balancing, like a gentle breeze on a clear morning. The body's feeling cooler and cooler. Release this feeling of coolness now and release all of these sensations completely, allowing the body to come back to its natural state. And instead now, come to the space of the mind, the space behind the closed eyes, also known as Chittakash. And in this space, see, imagine, visualize or create the following objects and images. You are standing in a wide and peaceful valley just before sunrise. The air is cool and fresh against your skin, and the sky is painted in soft shades of deep blue, lavender, and pale gold. The first light of morning is beginning to appear on the horizon. The earth beneath your feet feels firm and steady. You can feel the texture of the ground slightly warm from the previous day, solid and supportive. Around you, tall grasses move gently in the breeze. Their subtle rustling creates a soft, soothing sound. In the distance, you hear birds greeting the dawn. The world feels quiet, spacious, and full of possibility. Nearby, a clear stream flows slowly over smooth stones, and the sound of the water is rhythmic and calming. The air carries the clean scent of damp earth, wildflowers, and the fresh morning. You can also smell the fragrance of your favorite flower in this valley. Ahead of you, on a gentle rise in the landscape, you notice a solitary figure standing. At first, the figure appears only as a silhouette against the growing light. The posture is upright and steady. The figure stands with complete ease, grounded, balanced, calm. There is no tension, no uncertainty, only quiet strength. The figure appears powerful, but not forceful. confident but not arrogant, peaceful yet unmistakably strong. A soft golden light surrounds the figure. The light is steady and warm, like the first rays of the sun, and with each breath, the light seems to grow brighter. You feel naturally drawn to this figure. As you begin to walk closer, you notice more details. The clothing is in colors that you find beautiful and reassuring. The expression is calm and kind. The eyes are clear and steady. The face reflects wisdom, resilience, and self-trust. And the closer you come, the more familiar this person seems. You realize that the qualities you admire are not distant or separate from you. They feel deeply known and deeply familiar. And then standing only a few steps away, you recognize the figure. It's you, not a different version of you, not an idealized version of you, but you as you truly are when all doubt falls away. You see your own face, your own posture, and your own quiet strength. You see the resilience you have built through every challenge you have faced. You see the wisdom gained through experience. You see the courage that has carried you this far. The figure smiles gently, a smile of understanding, a smile of complete acceptance, and you feel a profound sense of recognition, as though you are meeting a part of yourself that has always been there, steady, capable, worthy, and trustworthy. The radiant version of you opens their arms. You step forward and are embraced. The embrace feels warm and safe. You feel completely accepted, completely supported, and completely understood. As you rest in this embrace, the strength and confidence of this figure begin to flow into you like a warm current of golden light. It moves through the chest, through the abdomen, through the arms and the hands, and through the legs and the feet, through the throat, the face, and the mind. Every cell of the body is filled with steady, unwavering energy. Any remaining self-doubt begins to dissolve. There is nothing to prove, nothing to become, only the recognition of what has always been present within you. You and this powerful figure are not separate. You are one and the same. The light surrounding you becomes brighter and steadier, warm, strong, calm, and radiant. Take a few moments now to rest in this experience, feeling your own strength and your own wisdom and your own quiet certainty, your own self-belief. You are this powerful figure. And keeping the feeling of this moment now, come back into the room where you are and lying on your mat, mentally repeat your Sankalpa 3 times. And begin to feel the breath again in the body. Allow the breath to deepen. Observe the movement it creates in the body. Check in with your body now and just observe how you're feeling at this moment compared to how you felt before the class. Begin to remember the details of the room where you are, the color of the floor and the walls, the color of the mat, your coverings. Remember the time of day. And begin to hear the sounds around you and remember the world attached to those sounds. The practice of Yoga Nidra is coming to a close. Begin to make small movements with the fingers and the toes, allowing the body to gently externalize and move and stretch in a way that's right for you. Do what your body needs in this moment. Might mean bringing the knees to the chest to release the back, or raising the arms above the head for a full body stretch. Whatever you need to do, do that. And when you're ready, roll onto the right side for a few moments. And in your own time, there's no rush. Keeping the eyes closed or downcast, gently come up into a comfortable sitting position. Trying to maintain the peaceful state you have created. And keeping the eyes closed, now bring the awareness to the eyebrow center. And at this point, visualize a steady candle flame. And observe the glow of this flame reaching every cell of the body, every part of the mind and the spirit, illuminating you everywhere. And keeping this visualization, we'll now chant Om 3 times and Om Shanti to conclude the practice. Breathing in for Om chanting. Om. 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat. Remember, you are powerful.